Airborne. Hi, I'm Livy. Welcome to Lanka Living and Yoga. Thanks so much for practicing with me today. I want to extend a warm welcome to those who are new to practicing with me. And if you haven't already, please take the time to just quickly hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new content, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoy the session. If you think this would benefit someone else, please share with those, and I really look forward to seeing them in class too. Today is all about Sukha. Sukha meaning to find ease, comfort, or bliss. We're going to really lean into Sukha today and seek to find that in every one of the poses and transitions within the class. It's something that's just so wonderful to also cultivate off the mat once we leave class. So have a think about that as we move through the poses today, how you can cultivate Sukha here in each asana, in each pose, but also how you can take it into the poses of life. If you're not already there, come to a kneeling position, or if it doesn't feel good for your knees, come to an easy seat, cross-legged on your mat. Here's where we'll begin. Bring one hand to the lower belly below the belly button and the other just to below the rib cage. Let's really focus on lifting up tall, feeling the energy come through the crown of our heads, and as if two little pixies are just bringing our ears up ever so much higher. You might even like to tuck the chin in slightly to really feel that beautiful length through the back of the neck. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, empty all the air out. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, feel the breath and the air inflate the back of the rib cage. This time, really focus pulling in the pelvic floor, wrapping the core, softening the ribs, and reaching up tall as we exhale. Let's do it again, putting it all together. Exhale, emptying all the air, pelvic floor, core, ribs soften, we reach up tall. Two more times. Last time. That's it. Let's release the hands now. Inhale, we take hands high above head. And exhale for two. We take one hand slightly higher than the other. And then keep moving in between each as we help to lengthen the side body, retaining a beautiful rhythm with our breath and warming up the back of that chest area. Help the shoulders to remain at ease, finding Sukha even in this early movement. Let's bring high both hands now, middle fingers stretching out high, and exhale, we rain it down. Inhale, left hand comes high. Exhale, we take a side bend. Inhale, we come back to center, both hands high. Exhale, we go to the other side. Inhale, both hands come high. We return to the first side. One more time. Inhale, we reach high. And we exhale, stretching out the side body. Both hands come down to the mat. We bring them in front of us, tuck our toes, and peel the hips up to a forward bend, coming into ragdoll. You can bend your knees generously, let the crown of the head hang heavy. invitation to take the elbows into your hands and breathe. 3 deep breaths, perhaps swaying side to side, moving the weight of the body from one leg to the other, bringing the elbows into a little figure 8. Inhaling for 2, exhaling for 2. Really hang heavy, loosening everything up. We allow the hands to come back to the mat now, and we heel toe so our feet are quite wide for a wide ragdoll. Inhale to prepare with a flat back, and exhale, we go down. Again, you can bend those knees as generously as you need in order to allow the hips to really come high to the ceiling. This time, let's draw our figure 8 with our tips of our fingers, softly moving the weight from one leg to the other, and letting the head hang heavy. That's it. One more breath, and we come back to center. Let's place both hands on the mat now and come down to an all fours position facing the front of our mat. Let's roll the shoulders back, create a nice long neutral spine, a pretend string going from the crown of the head all the way out through the tailbone on the other side. Eye of the elbow facing the front of the room. Inhale to prepare cat and cow pose. Cat pose, Marjaryasana. We C-curve. Inhale, cow pose, Bidlasana. We open up the chest. Exhale, cat pose, we C-curve, stretching the upper back. Inhale, we open up the chest. 2 more times. Exhale, really tuck in the chin. And inhale. Last time. Exhale, empty all the air out. And inhale, let's come back to a neutral spine. To prepare, let's lift the right knee an inch off the ground. Exhale, we're going to push that heel towards the back of the room. Inhale to reach long. Exhale, we bring the knee in with flat back. Inhale, we reach long. We exhale and C-curve, bringing nose to knee. That's it. Inhale, we reach long. Again, exhale with flat back. Inhale, we reach long. Exhale, we C-curve. One last time. Inhale, we reach long. Exhale, flat back. Inhale, we reach long, and exhale, empty all the air. Just warming up our core. Inhale, again to prepare, we lift the left knee off the ground and take that heel back. Inhale, we reach long. Exhale, with flat back, we bring the knee in. Exhale, we reach long. Exhale, we C-curve. Inhale, we reach long. Exhale, empty all the air out. Inhale, we reach long. Exhale, empty all the air. Last time. Inhale, we reach long. Exhale with flat back. Inhale, we reach long. That's it. Exhale, last time, nose to knee. We come back to tabletop position. Let's take the knees as wide as the mat and sit back into child's pose. Creep the fingers forward. Balasana, we relax here. Resting our forehead on the ground if it serves, or just in between the arms contour. And breathe easy. Sukha. Lengthen the back of the neck. Tuck in the chin slightly. Roll the shoulders back down. Create space between the shoulders and the ears. Inhale, we come to all fours now, bringing in the knees, tuck the toes, and exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Never holding a pose, but growing a pose with every breath. Bend the knees generously. Let's walk to the front of the mat to a forward fold. Lower the head. Inhale, halfway lift, create length. Exhale, bend the knees generously, and let's roll up to our mountain pose. Let's do some step backs now. Inhale in mountain's pose, set your gaze out on the horizon and stand at attention. Tucking in the tail, sending energy down the backs of the legs, and the arms just float down by our side. So come with me now. Inhale, extend a mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to shin or thighs. Exhale, right foot back, mid-lunge. Exhale, let's lower the back knee. Inhale, and exhale, soften into the lunge. Inhale, transition to half split. Exhale, we soften. Inhale, we transition back to our front lunge. Exhale, we soften. One more time, rolling through. Inhale, transition to our half split. And inhale, we transition to lunge. And exhale, we deepen. We plant firmly both hands on the ground and come to all fours. Inhale to prepare, tuck the toes, and perhaps lift the knees off for a full breath cycle. Lowering the knees, untucking the toes, and lowering down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, all fours, and exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Lift up the tailbone with every inhale, softening through the heels with every exhale. Last breath here. Bending the knees generously, and let's walk to the front of the mat in a forward fold, and then bend the knees generously to roll back up to mountain pose. Let's do that again on the other side. Inhale, extend a mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shin or thighs. Exhale, left foot back, mid-lunge. Releasing the back knee now. We take a full breath cycle here. Inhale, transition to half split. Exhale and soften. Inhale, transition to our low lunge. Exhale and soften. One more time. Transition to half split. soften. Inhale, we transition to low lunge. Exhale, soften. We plant the hands firmly on the ground and bring the knees back in together. Invitation to tuck the toes and push up to plank. Finding Sukha in your strength. Lowering the knees, the chest and the forehead to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra, pushing through the heel of the hand. Exhale, we return. Inhale through tabletop, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep nourishing breaths. Push through the heel of the hand, roll the shoulders back, rotate the elbows inwards, tailbone sits high. Bending the knees generously, let's walk again to the front of our mat, drop the head to a forward fold, bend the knees generously and let's roll up to mountain pose. We're going to move on to some warrior poses now. Inhale, extend the mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot back to lunge. We drop the back heel and inhale, rise to warrior one. Virabhadrasana 1. We feel the energy go right down the back of the leg to the knife edge of the foot, and we feel the alignment of the front knee over the middle of the foot. We take the hands high and we ease and melt into our pose. One more breath here. Inhale, straighten the front knee, we open to warrior 2. Exhale, we deepen. We open up the chest in this pose. We take a moment to see that invisible string from the back finger all the way through the front finger in alignment. We take a moment to feel a string between the back heel all the way to the front heel, and make any adjustments to create that alignment and that ease. 2 more breaths here. We take our gaze over the front finger. With every exhale, we go deeper. We find ease in our strength. Inhale, we flip the front hand. Exhale, reverse warrior. Deepen. Inhale, we transition side angle pose. Exhale, we take it deeper. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, we take it deep. Inhale, side angle pose. Exhale, we go deeper. We rain down the front arm and peel the back arm to a twisted lunge. Exhale, we take 2 circles with our arm. Inhale, reaching high, and exhale, sweep it again. Inhale, reaching high. Rain it down. Come back to all fours with your hands slightly in front. Peer out long and exhale down to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. That's it. 3 deep breaths. Bending the knees generously, we come to the front of the mat again in a forward fold. Inhale, let's take a flat back this time, and exhale, roll up to your mountain pose. Let's take a walk to the back of the mat so that we can continue to face each other in our warriors. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back. Lowering the back heel. Inhale, rise to warrior one. Virabhadrasana 1. Bend into the front knee. Make any adjustments that you need. Sukha. We take our gaze up to the sky. And on the next inhale, we stretch and transition to warrior 2. Inhale, we open the chest. And exhale, we soften. We take time to notice the feeling of the energy in opposition going out from each of the middle fingers. We take time to notice the energy in opposition running down the back foot, out the heel, and in alignment with the front heel. Last breath here. Exhale, soften. We flip the front arm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, side angle pose. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, reverse warrior. Looking up to the sky. Exhale, side angle pose. Again, Drishti reaches high. Exhale, we rain down the left hand and peel the right to face the back. And on the next exhale, we take 2 beautiful circles with the breath leading the way with that arm. We rain down the hands to frame the front foot, coming back to all fours. Creeping the hands forward slightly, lengthening through the crown of the head, and we lower to our mat. Inhale, baby cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. The heels reach further towards the mat. Hips rise up tall, sit bones reaching for the heavens, shoulders are rolled back, elbows rolling inwards. One last breath here. Inhale, looking to the front of the mat, we come to our forward fold. This time we take a halfway lift. And exhale, we roll up to our mountain again. Let's take a few steps inward to the middle of our mat and face each other. We'll then take our legs open, take the toes open. Inhale, we reach high, and exhale, we lower into goddess. Arms come to the side of the room, stretching out, opening the chest, and on the next exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, chest rises to thumbs. Exhale, we soften. Anytime you need to stretch the legs, provide that relief, you do so and then go back into the goddess pose. Create the calm and the Sukha in this pose. Open the hip space. Set your drishti out to your horizon and breathe. Let's now start to lunge side to side ever so gently as we lower our hands first to the ground, and that supports us moving through this beautiful Skandasana side straddle stretch, rocking the hips side to side, working through all those deep muscles. And then we bring the feet in to work towards a yogi squat. A yogi squat, a little bit like a frog to start with. Find your little squat. Your heels might be up, they might sink all the way to the ground. Either is fine. You're going to use your elbows to push those knees back and open. You're going to push the tailbone down. Roll the shoulders back, lift the gaze, open that chest with the option of hands staying in front, with your gaze 3 feet in front of the mat. Alternatively, hands at heart space, with chest reaching towards the thumbs, hips starting to soften and sink. And a long neck, tucking the chin in ever so slightly. With the help of your pixies, lengthening the neck by raising you up by the tip of your ears. You might want to release a bit of an inner smile here. Take light the effort and ease that you're creating. And then release the fingers to the mat and help to guide you down to sitting on your mat. Let's now come to facing the front of the mat. We can hug our knees, sit up tall, and then lower to the mat one vertebrae at a time by just holding onto the knees and then letting go when it feels right. Inhale, bring the hands high. Exhale, open them to a Texas T ever so slowly. Feel the length across the chest. Inhale, hands come high. Empty all the air out of the belly, the chest, and take thumbs to the ground above head. One more time, inhale high, exhale, open to Texas T. Feeling that beautiful nerve stretch often through the wrist bones even. Inhale, we reach high, and exhale, pelvic floor, core, soften the ribs, reach out tall, thumbs touch the mat slightly, and then come back up. Let's take the hands now to just rest by our sides. You can creep down the mat a little bit if you've come too high. The feet are like train tracks with the knees over the front of the feet. The heels have come in close to your buttocks. You're going to squeeze your buttocks like you've got a piece of paper between them. Exhale to prepare. Inhale, open the chest. And on the next exhale, bridge rolls ever so slowly. Inhale, we come down. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if you can hold in those cheekbones the whole way up the buttocks and on the way down, and only release it when you hit your mat for that moment. 2 more times. Empty all the air out on the way up. pause. And inhale, fresh energy on the way down. Let's hug in those legs now, taking them from side to side. And then let's take in one direction, circle the knees, bringing them in. And then circling the other way. This time we're going to lower the left foot to the ground and we're going to push that right heel right up to the sky. Inhale to prepare. We exhale, curving the chest up just to contract in the ribs and the stomach. Inhale, we take both legs up. Exhale, we drop the alternative toe to the ground. Inhale, legs both up. Exhale, toe taps. Inhale, legs come high. Exhale, all the air releases. Inhale, we come high. Exhale, we toe tap. One more time on each side. Inhale, we reach high, Exhale, we toe tap. Inhale, we reach high. Exhale, we toe tap. Bring the knees in, rock side to side. This time, the knees come up to a tabletop position and the arms just rest by our sides. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, alternative dead bug arm and leg lowers. So the back toe lowers and then comes back into center. We go out with the alternative toe to tap and then come back into center. Let's add the arms now. Alternative thumb reaches towards the ground and then comes back to center. Exhale on the extension of the leg and arm. Inhale, we bring it all back into center. 2 more times here. Exhale, we go long. Inhale, back to center. Last time here. Exhale, we go long. Inhale, back to center. And just for fun, both arms and legs now go long ever so slowly. We come back to center. And one last time. And we come back to center. Give your knees a lovely rock to side. Again, we lower the left foot to the ground and we this time push the heel to the sky with the right. We inhale to point the toe and exhale to soften. Inhale, we point the toe reaching high. Exhale, we bring that leg in a little bit further. Inhale, we reach high with pointing the toes, stretch. Exhale, we soften deeper. And then we release any effort and start to surrender to this stretch for 3 deep breaths. Pushing that hip into the ground so that both hips are aligned. And with every inhale, stretching out of the hip socket. And with every exhale, we soften and deepen. Growing the pose, never holding. Sukha. Let's cross that heel over the supporting leg now. Thread the needle with our arms and come into a reclined pigeon. Inhale again, lengthening through the crown of the head, opposing through the tailbone. And exhale, we gently encourage that knee in. You can also take your hands to just below the thigh if that feels more comfortable for you. Either way, we're just encouraging that knee in to deepen that stretch. One last breath here. And release. Let's swap over the legs and now push the left heel high to the sky. Inhale, we point again. Exhale, we flex and encourage the leg closer. Inhale, we point. Exhale, we release. Last time. Inhale, we point, giving nourishment to all these little joints and muscles in our feet that carry us throughout our day. And then we deepen and surrender to the stretch. Inhale, reaching the heel, lengthening the leg out of the socket, and exhale, we soften. Really flexing the foot, feeling that beautiful stretch down the back of the leg. One last breath here. We bring that heel and cross it over the bottom leg now. Thread the needle through with our arms and then come back down into our reclined pigeon. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, soften and deepen. We again release both feet to the ground, and this time we're going to heel toe the feet to the widest part of the back. Let the knees drop into the center and bring our hands again to one hand below the belly button, one hand above, and rest. Shavasana. Allow your body to fully relax. All the little muscles in your face, let go. And let the full weight of the body sink deeper and deeper into the mat. Sukha. Sukha in strength. In surrender, on and off the mat. Let's heel toe the feet back into center. Release the arms and the front arm comes to the front of the ground, and we take the knees gently to the front of the room and we start to help ourselves up to a comfortable seated position. Sukhasana, easy seat. Here in Sukhasana, let's press down through the fingers into the ground to lift up high. Let's rise the arms up again to feel the length through the side bodies. Let's inhale, open up the arms and across the chest. Interlace the hands behind the back for an open chest stretch. Breathe in. Fill the body with fresh energy. And exhale, let go. Let's bring the hands back to comfortably sitting on the knees. Give gratitude for the time that you've taken for your practice today. And hands come to heart center. And with that, I really want you to know that the light in me sees and acknowledges the light in every one of you. Together we are as one. Namaste.